Hi Virgo, how are you? My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn, and this is your timeless reading for what you need to know or what could benefit you right now. So we're going to get started with this by pulling a divine energy card, a high fractal energy card, and get a message from divine guidance. Then I will pull an archetype card to see what kind of patterns we're looking at. And then we'll pull some tarot to get the details of the message, all right? So I am recording this during the second full moon in 1 month, and that full moon is in Taurus. So if you are a Taurus moon or rising sign, or you come across this message at another time when it is a full moon energy, then it'll be even more, have even more impact, all right? So we've drawn number 8 for you. And number 8 is balance. It is number 8, right? Yep, okay. So number 8 is balance. If you look at the infinity of the 8, right? And then you can likely see it in the image here. Life is all about balance. And this card is here to help you create more balance in all aspects of your life, Virgo. Work, play, relationship time, alone time, social time and quiet meditation, physical activity and rest, giving and receiving. Feminine energy and masculine energy. Balancing out each aspect of your life will enable you to give your energy to the world in a much more grounded and centered way. So this is all about creating balance. So Virgo, if it is that perhaps you haven't had balance, things have been off center, you've been more focused in one area of your life than another, this card is a reminder for you that it is time to bring some balance and perspective back into your life, and perhaps we'll get some guidance on how that may unfold in the next cycle for you. All right, so let's pull on this archetype card here. These cards are all mucky. Liberator. The light attributes, I've never seen the Liberator yet. Light attributes of the Liberator are freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. The shadow attribute is imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. All right, so if you have someone that is oppressive with you, is trying to control you, then that would be the shadow aspect of this. But the light attribute is what we're going to focus on, and that is freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs and releasing negative thought patterns. So that's about the balance, right? About outmoded beliefs. That doesn't necessarily mean that your beliefs that you or anyone else has held have been wrong at all. But we hold certain patterns of belief at certain times of our lives, and as we grow and evolve and mature and gain wisdom, those beliefs shift, or the intensity of those beliefs shift, or the focus of them will shift. Sometimes it just becomes something completely different than what you held as a truth before. And that's okay. We're allowed to do that. As spirits in human form, we're evolving all the time, every single moment. And our reality and our truth shifts with every experience that we have. And so it's the freedom of being able to recognize that from an authentic space, and see the balance of not hanging on to a belief that doesn't serve you anymore. And it's about allowing others the freedom to do the same, right? Okay, so let's pull the rest of the tarot. First one's amazing. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have 6 cards here, and 4 of the 6 cards are major arcana, which speaks to a major life event or speaks to a major change within your life, direction, life path, understanding of, how your life is. So this balance is definitely coming, and it's been overdue with all of this. This is speaking to a really important change. And this could be a change that you've already begun, or this could be something that's brand new coming down the pipes for you, you know? But look at this. The very first card that popped out before we cut was the Sun. Number 19, the Sun, vitality and joy. So this is saying, like, goosebumps. You've just got this absolute, you can't ask for better than the Sun or the world in the cards. You know, they're just beautiful cards. Everything is shining. Everything is vital. Everything is healthy. Everything is well-rounded and balanced. Again, right, with this balance here. So it could be that, you know, with this releasing of negative thought patterns, maybe you're leaving things behind that don't serve you, such as, I don't know, jobs or working in a certain industry or certain friendships that you've held on to for a long time because they're long-term friendships, but maybe they don't serve because we all grow and shift and sometimes we grow apart. It's nobody's fault. It's not for badness. It just happens as part of our evolution, you know? So it could be even that, for those of you, Virgo, that this applies to, that you're seeing that and you're allowing those transitions to happen. You're allowing those people to take their path as you take your path. It could also be that you have people in your life that you have felt like you've kind of, yeah, you know, you kind of align, but there's pieces of them that are way different than the pieces of you. And so you don't see it really gelling into something more complex or deep or meaningful. And it could be with this, you know, shift in perspective that you're going to bring about more balance and harmony, that you are definitely seeing the deeper pieces of them or your connection with them, and you're allowing yourself the freedom to explore that and to see that without judgment of these old thought patterns of what you thought your life should have been or was supposed to be like, you know, because you create your own life. We create our own lives, you know, we are in control of that, definitely. It may seem like it's out of control sometimes, and believe me, I know it may, but ultimately in the end, we are co-creators. We create what we bring into existence for sure. So on top of this, we've got the Eight of Crystals, which is Pentacles. That would be the Pentacles. And that is about hard work, being focused, laying the groundwork here, and you've got this beautiful Sun and joy. So you've been laying the groundwork from this. So Virgo, this isn't a new shift necessarily. This is something you've been working on. This is something you've been journaling about, you've been talking about, you've been reading about, you've been hearing, you know, through media or through what you're choosing to watch, you know, but this is something you've been working on. This is something that you're making a conscious effort to transcend, to transmute, okay? And then coming in here, we have number 20, that's my cat, sorry. We have another major arcana, which is awakening, renewal, and enlightenment. So this whole new perspective that you're shifting into, Virgo, this whole new place you're allowing yourself, giving yourself permission, giving yourself the freedom to go to, you know, despite what naysayers you may have or what negative, you know, negative Nellies may be chirping in your ear, you're doing it, you're going for it. And this is beautiful because not only do you have the Sun energy here, you've got this beautiful renewal and enlightenment. It's bringing you to a whole new place, energetically, spiritually, connected, aligned. You're coming into a whole new understanding of life, understanding of the spirits and the people in spirit, you know, the spirits in human form around you. You're starting to see them differently. You're starting to see them from a whole new perspective. And you know, that's positive in all ways, because in some ways you're seeing the genuine hidden beauty or hidden synchronicity you have with certain people that you didn't maybe realize you had. But then you're also seeing where, you know, things are falling out of alignment, where they no longer serve, and you're allowing that to go with grace, or you're making the decision to to release that, you know, and not hang on to that, which is beautiful as well. Then on top of that, we've got the Knight of Acorns on top of our renewal here. Now this is Wands energy, so this is fire energy. So this would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, perhaps. And the Knight of Acorns is action and drive. So the Knight, this is the adventurous risk taker. This is the one who follows his passions, or her passions. Generally, it's, you know, it's a male in the, when it's figures, it's a male in the figure. Just know it can be any identity, but the identity of that person, it's very strong masculine energy that they're exuding. Very much the action taking. So it could be that you're starting to embody this, you know, even though you're earth sign, it could be that you're embodying this Knight of Wands creative force, taking action, going for things that maybe you wouldn't have before, that you've perhaps been too cautious, too timid, too measured, you know, too perhaps focused on, you know, thinking, anticipating the mind, how are other people going to feel, react, think, you know, all the things. And now it's just time to be. It's just time to be who you are. It's time to enjoy who you are. And doing that brings out that joy. Absolutely. It brings out that joy. Like, this is just, I'm so jazzed about this. This is awesome. And then our last two here are the Hermit and Temperance. So the Hermit is all about contemplation and gaining wisdom. This is major arcana again. So this is all about continuing to enjoy those moments of solitude, continuing to assess where you're evolving, Virgo, from that place of consciousness, from that co-creator space. You know, and sometimes we do need to withdraw, we do need to contemplate, we do need to look at things and connect with source, you know, just to make sure that we're on the right track, and to transmute any fears that are coming up, and to transcend any old outdated belief patterns or thought patterns, you know, that you've held that no longer serve. So check in with yourself and do that. And then the last one is Temperance, balance and harmony. So that's about, you know, not about being cautious, but it's about being sensible. It's about not being outlandish, so to speak, right? It's about doing things in moderation. That's really what it is. So, you know, this liberation, this whole process it's beautiful and it's freeing and it's really all the things, but your focus is really about balance. It's about harmony. This is the phase that you're coming into, you know, so it's about making sure still within this liberating, you know, these experiences you're going to have, that you make sure that you're staying grounded, that you make sure that you maintain balance and moderation with that, and don't go too overboard and too focused in to one thing. So, you know, if it's a new relationship, don't lose all the other pieces of yourself to slam right into this new relationship. If it's work, yes, dedicate what you need to, but then understand that that is a piece of your life. It's not your whole life. And you need to be able to have joy. You know, you need to be able to express in other ways. If it's familial, if you have obligations, then yes, by all means, maintain it and uphold your, you know, your obligations and your responsibilities, but understand that, again, that should not be all-consuming. There needs to be balance. There needs to be time for you as well as time for others. So that's really what this has been all about, and you're totally able to achieve that. All right, so let's pull some feather energy here, and then we'll pull some crystal energy. Chickadee, it's time. The time is right to release old patterns. See, look at that. You just can't make this up. The time is right to release old patterns and energies. You're ready to embrace the change. So exactly, that's exactly it. That's perfect. I almost want to end it right there because it just kind of can't get more perfect than that. But I do want to draw crystal energy. I really love the crystal energy. I think it's so important in our lives. Such good tools. So let's see if that, how well that will align. Shungite. This has come up so much in these last 12 readings, easily 3 or 4 times now. Shungite is a beautiful stone. It's a detoxifier, literally. It's an EMF protector. This is an example of shungite here. And also these larger stones in the matte form, but that's shungite as well. I try and carry some shungite with me wherever I go because it is a detoxifier. It detoxifies your space, it clears your space, but it also protects you from those EMF, those 5G waves, that kind of thing. It's also a very good protector with that, computers, cell phones, that kind of thing. So if you can get a hold of a little piece and keep it in your pocket or, you know, in your shirt or wherever, it would really be helpful for you right now as you move through this process and you are detoxifying and, you know, moving towards bigger, better, stronger things in harmony and balance. So Virgo, those are your messages, and it was a real pleasure. Please click like and subscribe if you could, and give me feedback. If this really connects with somebody and this, whatever unfolds, if it connects, give me some feedback through private message or public comment. I would really love to hear how it works out. All the best to you, Virgo, and please remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time.